not there during demo.
Okay, okay. Do you know Telugu? Are you from Andhra, I think?
Yeah, Telugu vastundandi. Yeah.
Okay. Manoj anna
From
reference
Hyderabad only.
Manoj anna reference mere kada?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, Manoj has referred.
Manna demo vinnara?
Ledandi.
Leda? Okay, okay.
If you have any recording, just do share it with me.
రికార్డ్ ఇప్పుడు డెమో క్లాస్ ఇది ఇవాళ రేపు డెమో ఉంటది బుధవారం ఎగ్జాక్ట్ గా ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. ఓకే
ఓకే అండి, షూర్.
దత్తా విన్నారనుకుంటా ఆల్రెడీ.
Yes.
Okay. Again, this same class will be tomorrow also, but from Saturday onwards, for sure I am starting the new batch. Okay. MDG.
Yeah. Okay.
So far you are working with ECC. Okay. What is MDG? Master Data Governance. Master Data Governance. ECC means so far you are working with ECC only. All are I think all are from ABAP background. What happens? We are observing our regular life. We observe in different kinds of master data. మనకు different kinds of master data ఉంటుంది. Material master,
Vendor master.
Material master. We are having
Vendor master.
Vendor master and customer master. Okay, very good. Vendor master and customer master. What happens if the data is not governed? That is our question. Where MDG comes into picture. Okay, exactly where MDG comes into picture. As of now, we know this material master and this customer master and this vendor master. If you want to create material, what is the approach in ECC approach? If you want to create any material, what is the approach? How to
create it from MM01.
Very good. We have to go
which
to
is saved in a Mara table.
Yeah. Table is Mara table. We have to go to the T code MM01. For customer master,
KN1 table, XD01 from table.
Very good. For vendor master table,
XK01, LFA1 table.
LFA1 table, XK01 is the T code. If we create with this T codes, whoever having access to MM01 or XD01 or XK01, they respective according to the respective T code authorization, they may be allowed to create the material. Okay, without any governance, they directly create the material. What happens in case without any governance? What happens? These all are the master data. If it is not governed, what happens? Suppose we are maintaining the data of the TV of cost master data, TV of cost 10,000 rupees. So we have to create this material in the SAP landscape. Instead of if you sell one TV, what is the revenue generated out of one TV? 1 into 10,000. What is the revenue generated? If you sell one TV, what is the revenue generated out of one TV? 10,000 rupees. If you sell 10,000 TVs, what is the revenue generated out of it? 1,000 into 10,000. Okay.
Yes.
In case of if there is a small flaw in master data, instead of 10,000, the master data consultant or MM01 who is having access to MM01, instead of 10,000, if he maintains 1,000 as the TV cost, instead of 10,000, he miss 10. What happens if you purchase one TV? If you sell one TV with 1,000 cost, how much revenue it is generated? 1,000 rupees generated. How much loss it will be? 9,000 rupees loss. In case if we sell 1,000 TVs, what is the loss? Loss is very much. 9,000 into 1,000. This is very much loss. To avoid the losses and to avoid the duplicate records, and we need governance. We have to govern the master data. Whatever the data is created, we have to govern. What is the governance? Immediately after the creation of data, requester will raise the creation of master data. After requester, the data is moved to the validator. There are 3 users are involved. involved in this. Requester raise the request for creation of material. Here is the requester. Requester submits the data to the validator. If the data is properly aligned or not is checked by the validator. If it is properly aligned, it moves to the next level. If it is not properly aligned, it moves back to the requester. And again, requester will make some changes and again move to the validator. If all the things are fine, all the things are properly maintained, then validator moves and submitted to the approver. Again, if approver is happy with your data, then he move to the creation of material. Their database is there, whatever the table, MARA or KNA1 or LFA1 or BUT000, whatever it may be the table, data go and sit into the respective master tables. Okay, this is the way our data is governed in 3 levels. Levels is vary from according to the customer requirement. Some customer wants just 2 level workflow. This is the workflow. This flow is controlled by with the help of MDG. Master data governance provides different governance levels at requester level and at validator level and approver level. Okay, am I clear? This is the governance. Here validator can validate the data whatever submitted by the requester, and approver validate the data whatever submitted by the validator. Once approver also having a chance to reject it, and validator again recorrect the data and again resubmit. Okay, if validator is not satisfied the data which is entered by the requester, again he resubmit. Like this, there is a governance is there. Okay, if the customer wants 5 levels workflow, we can design 5 levels. MDG framework allows through using BR plus, business rule framework plus MDG framework allows. What are the components we will discuss? In ECC or everywhere, take any database in the world, if you want to save the data, what is the only way? Only way is the table. If you want to store the relational data or anything, only way is the table. Inside the table only data is go and reside. For example, MARA table. Okay, I want to create the record in MDG perspective. I want to create the record in MDG perspective. What happens? I want to create the record in ECC perspective. What happens? Please observe carefully. ECC means directly MM0, whoever is accessing the MM01 T code or XD01 T code, they directly go through the T code and create the material. The record will sit in the MARA table entry. We will check it. This is the ECC way. How MDG? Please observe carefully. There is a requester. Okay, requester raise a request for the creation of material. Suppose that request should be logged with the help of one number that is called change request number. Change request number. Change request number is a number automatically generated by the system which holds all the values which is entered by the requester. After that, requester submits the data. Requester having one button, submit and withdraw. Requester click on submit button, it enters to the next level of validation. Suppose I am thinking that second level validator is there. As part of validator also same data should come and sit, change request data. After validator, approver also made some changes accordingly. In case if you have access, all the data is reside in change request, hold under the change request. After the final activation of approval, then the data will go and sit into the active tables, that is MARA tables. MARA table, whatever the data is present in real database table, that is called active data. Active data means the data which is ready to use is called active data. The data which is present under the change request, the data which is logged under the change request. What is the change request data? The data which is present during the governance process up to approver, from requester step to approver step, whatever the data is there, that is called the data under the governance, which is locked by the change request number. Change request number we are easily called as CR number, which is locked under change request number is called staging data. Staging data, where it is reside. If you want to reside any data, we need table. Automatically MDG framework to reside the staging data, MDG framework allowing one data model for allowing staging area. Okay, staging area means the data which is under the governance process, which is going to reside in one table. The table is created by the data model, that is staging tables we are calling it. Staging tables. Staging tables means provided by the data model. which provides the staging area. Staging area contains staging tables. As part of this tables only, the data is holding. During the change request process or during the governance process, the data is resided in the staging table. Are you getting my point? Hello?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Data is there in the staging tables. Okay. To design staging table or to design staging area, we need data model. There is the data model. Once the data model staging table is ready, we have to move to different levels. Requester level, validator level, and approval level. At requester level, UI should be displayed something. UI should be displayed with 50 fields, and UI should be
Yeah,
displayed.
1 second, Murali. Your voice is very low actually.
My voice is very low.
Yeah, now it's better. Yeah.
Now it is better.
The voice is breaking actually.
Voice is breaking. Now is it okay? Hello.
Yes,
Yeah, a
yes.
little bit better. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Because of fan, I think. I
Yeah,
switched off.
maybe.
Requester contains one submit button. If you click on submit button, then it moves to the next. Here UI should be displayed with the different buttons and different fields. 50 and 50 fields. Here resubmit and resubmit or reject button and next validate button. If we click on resubmit or reject, then it will go back to the requester. If we submit and validate and complete, it will move on to the next step. Here approver contains two buttons, approve or reject. If you click on approves, then only it will move on, go and sit into the database. How UI should be displayed at different levels. Validator should display only two buttons. Approver should display only two buttons or three buttons according to the requirement. How this UI should be displayed? UI is controlled means UI modeling. There is one concept called UI modeling. Data modeling is for staging area creation. UI modeling is for how UI should be displayed at the requester level, how UI should be displayed at the validator level, and how UI should be displayed at the approver level. That should be controlled by the UI modeling. We have to go through all the data modeling concept and all UI modeling concept. After that, how the data is flown from requester to validator. In case if the validator reject or send back for revision, how data will come on back. In case validator submit the change request or validator perfectly, how it move to the next level. In case approver approves, how it move to the Mara table. All this flow will be controlled by the process modeling. What is process modeling? Process modeling is nothing but how this flow will be controlled. How data will move from requester to validator. How data will move from validator to approver. How data will move on.
In all this process, approval from the client should be required for this master
Client should
data.
be required. Actually,
In
client
each
should
and
be
every step.
each and every step. Some cases client may need 4-step workflow. Some cases client may need 2-step. Some cases 5 level workflow. Okay.
Their approval should be required in each step.
I am not getting your question. Please ask me once again, if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
their approval is required in each step. That's what.
Yeah. Preferred is 3 steps. Most of the clients are looking for 3 steps. During my experience, I designed 5 steps workflow. That is very complex workflow. How may it may be the complexity, that not an issue. We have to concentrate on process model. How the design happens. How to design the. There is one concept called BRF plus. We have to go through BRF plus end to end. Business rule framework plus. As part of this, we have to design all the steps. Whether it may be 5 steps or 3 steps or 2 steps, not an issue. If you know the BRF well, should be in a position to design the workflow. That is not an issue. Okay. As part of process modeling, we should discuss the BRF. Yeah. Are you clear your doubt?
Yeah, I have got one doubt.
Tell me.
So you mean like just now you mentioned that there is requester, approver, and a validator and approver, right? So
Yes.
apart from that, if it is a 5-step workflow, there will be one more step, right, in between?
Requester, post validator, pre-validator, post validator, pre-approver,
Okay.
post approver. According to the client
Okay.
requirement, they may need a different steps. Okay.
Okay. These steps, all these things is called as process modeling, right?
Yeah, all these things are called as process modeling. By using BRF plus, one application we have to use BRF. We have to design one BRF
Okay.
plus application. Through this BRF application, we can design this type of workflows. Okay.
Okay. And in between this flow, like we will decide like in which step we are going to store the data in staging tables and in which stage we are not going to store.
After final approval only, we can store the data into the active area.
Okay. But how about the intermediate steps?
Intermediate step, the data up to this request, up to before final approval from the requesting, the data should be reside in the staging tables. Okay.
Okay.
Staging tables, which are which are provided by data modeling concept.
Okay.
Data
But
modeling.
based on the staging tables, how do we know we are in which step? Only based on the stage only we will
we are
know.
providing with the different APIs. If you know OOP sub-app concepts, there are different API classes. Through this classes, exactly where we are, it is easy for us to identify, and we are performing different validations at each level, each step, and we are performing different enhancements for the UI, how the UI should be displayed at a different level. Going forward, we will discuss all those things only. Okay.
Okay, and I have one more question. Usually this MDG is, we will have this in a separate system, or it is same as your ECC?
Yeah, coming to deployment, I will discuss. Actually, same ECC only. On top of ECC only, we are installing the MDG components. MDG system is not nothing, not different system. We are installing MDG components on fresh ECC system. There is coming to deployment mode. There are two types of deployments. We will discuss while discussing the syllabus. Okay.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
This is for the demo purpose only. Okay.
Yeah,
Apart
got
from
it. Thank you.
doubts, for prerequisites for this course is we should know above concepts. At least you should know internal table, select query. You should be perfect at select query and field symbols. Okay, you should perfect at these concepts. Anyway, OOP sub-app I will teach as part of this syllabus. I will teach OOP sub-app. After that, MDG. First of all, first 7 days I will discuss all conceptual things of MDG, how different things are worked. After that, I have to discuss OOP sub-app. After that, whatever the things which are related to MDG and ABAP. Okay, we will discuss. Are you getting my points?
Yeah, got it.
Abhishek, any questions? Are you from your end?
Yeah, staging table is a temporary table, or it in waiting stage.
Yeah, staging table is a not temporary table. It is created automatically by the data model. Whenever the data is activated by the final approval, the data will move from staging to active area. Active area is nothing but our Mara kind of thing. Staging table is not temporary table, but we know no need staging, no need to remember staging tables. There are so many staging tables are generated. How these are gets generated, we will see while discussing data model completely. We are going to the staging tables, how these are created internally. What is the relationship between these tables? Okay, what is the relationship between actual ECC table and these staging tables? We are called normal ECC tables. We are calling it as active tables. The data which is in active tables are only we are using. Okay, this is a perfectly governed data. No duplicates are there. Okay, no inconsistencies. Perfect consistency, correct data will be there if you maintain master data governance. Okay, any doubts apart from Abhishek? Datta, any doubts?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah.
No, nothing from me. It's good.
Time is 8. Okay, we will have regular classes from Wednesday onwards. Okay, I will inform anyway. Actually, 3 more members needs to join. For those people, I will arrange the demo tomorrow. Anyway, without fail, I will start my classes from Wednesday onwards. Okay.
Tomorrow at what time?
Tomorrow same. Tomorrow is also same demo. No need to attend tomorrow class also. Day after tomorrow, I will confirm the timings by taking all the members' considerations. I will call you personally and take your preferable timings. Accordingly, I will plan the classes. Okay.
How much time duration?
Duration of course. Coming to duration, it will take 45 hours for completion of MDG. 45 hours. I will take 45 hours. Class duration is nearly 1 hour. For some concept, I need 1.5 hours. Suppose if you are designing process model, I will show complete end-to-end scenario. For that, I need 1.5 hour to 2 hours. For 2 to 3 days, I need 2 hours classes completely. Remaining days, I need 1 hour class is enough. 1 hour or 45 minutes class is also enough. Tell me.
Will you provide the material for this?
I will provide material. Yeah, I will provide the slides. Okay.
PDF you will provide it. Okay.
PDF I will provide. Not an issue. Any doubts apart from this? I will share MDG SAP reference notes also. Not an issue. If you want to refer anything, all the things are present as part of that link.
Is
Any
there
doubt?
any separate S notes you need to upload for that in the
I'm
ACC?
not getting your question.
Separate SAP notes you need to upload for deployment.
Separate SAP notes, no need of uploading. Directly, we have to install MDG components. We have to activate some set of business rule functions and BC sets are there. We have to activate it. If we are activate that BC sets, that is the anyway that is the part of basis consultants. Then MDG components are working fine. We have to go with we have to design MDG systems.
Okay.
If you want to show the system, I will show. 1 minute. Same SAP logon pad only. Sir, not remember. AMG is the T code for us. Here, as part of general settings, we are provided with the data modeling. Okay, we are provided with the different data models. This is how the UI looks like. As part of this, OF means finance data model, OG chart of accounts, BP business partners, MM material, G5, G6 are custom data models. For understanding purpose, they are creating G5 and G6 kind of thing. These are the standard data models provided by the SAP. Whatever the material governance you want to go with, as part of MM data model, you can govern. If a business partner, both customer and vendor are integrated into the business partner, go with the BP. For finance data model, OG we are provided with chart of accounts and organizational names. This is the old thing, OF. Okay. Here UI models and all the things you can. This is the UI modeling as part of UI. How UI should like display. Okay. Data quality and sets process modeling. As part of process modeling, we have to design the workflows. Okay. We have to design the workflows. There are plenty number of opportunities if you know MDG. High packages also they are affordable. Here we can activate rule-based workflow also. Define change request steps for rule-based workflow. If you execute here, we can define our steps. Going forward, we will discuss all the things. 20 hours is enough for you to understand the framework. That's not an issue. And for writing the code kind of thing, you have to know OOPS ABAP. Any doubts?
హలో సార్
చెప్పండి.
సార్ ఇది డెమోనా లేకపోతే రెగ్యులర్ క్లాసా సార్?
ఇది డెమోనే. బుధవారం నుంచి రెగ్యులర్ క్లాస్ అమ్మా. ఆదిలక్ష్మి.
అవును సార్, అవును ఆదిలక్ష్మి.
బుధవారం నుంచి రెగ్యులర్ క్లాస్ ఉంటది. ఇంకా ముగ్గురు జాయిన్ అవ్వాలి, వాళ్ళకి టైం కుదరలేదు.
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే
వింటున్నారు
ఓకే.
కదా, ప్యారలల్ గా అవుతుంది, ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. ఓకేనా?
ఓకే సార్, ఓకే.
ఇంకా ఎవరికైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా?
ఇంకొక డౌట్ అండి, మామూలుగా జాబ్ పొజిషన్స్ అవి చూసినప్పుడు ఎంటీజీ టెక్నికల్ అండ్ ఎంటీజీ ఫంక్షనల్ అలా ఉంటాయండి?
మనం వచ్చి జనరల్ గా ఎండిజి టెక్నో ఫంక్షనల్ రోల్ ప్లే చేస్తామండి. ఎందుకంటే అబయాబర్స్ కి ఫంక్షనల్ అంత తెలియదు, టెక్నికల్. కాకపోతే ఫంక్షనల్ వాళ్ళు చేసే కాన్ఫిగరేషన్స్ అన్ని మనం చేసేస్తాం. రూల్ వర్క్ ఫ్లో సెటప్స్ మొత్తం అన్ని మనం ఎండ్ టు ఎండ్ చూస్తాం.
ఓకే.
మీరు ఒక్కసారి ఫంక్షనల్ కన్సల్టెంట్ తో కూర్చుంటే రిక్వైర్మెంట్ తర్వాత ఆ ఫీల్డ్స్ అన్ని ఐడియా ఉంటుంది కదా మనకి, ఒకసారి చూస్తే మనం చేసేయచ్చు, డిజైన్ చేయొచ్చు. అంటే ప్యూర్ గా టెక్నో ఫంక్షనల్ రోల్ ప్లే చేస్తాం మనం.
ఓకే.
ఇంకా ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా డౌట్స్? అభిషేక్, డూ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ డౌట్స్?